I want to go to a PWG event again.
Me too.
Do you?
Yes.
What was PWG? Is that where you
Pro
used to
Wrestling
watch,
Gorilla is up in LA.
like
Where
Daniel Bryan and stuff?
we watched.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Bryan Danielson.
Oh, Bryan Danielson. yeah.
and
American
CM
Dragon.
Punk and Antonio Cesaro.
What was CM
Buddy.
Punk's name back
CM
then?
Punk.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like the only guy that kept his name.
Because I think he had the leverage.
Yep. There you go. So I really want to go to another PWG event. Those are
I would
fun.
love to. When's the next one?
I don't know. I think the next one might be like a Battle of LA or Kurt WrestleMania, like big, like 2-day event. I don't want to.
WrestleMania.
I don't want to go.
That was the name of one of their events.
Kurt WrestleMania. Why?
Hey, they would name their shows just whatever.
Well, Punk loves Big Trouble in Little China.
They had a show called Enchantment Under the Sea, like 80 miles an hour.
Is that from Back to the Future?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would just name them whatever.
My favorite was Use Your Illusion.
Yeah, they made They had a show called Use Your Illusion 3 and 4.
No! That's the best joke ever. That's great.
Yep.
I'm like, these guys are just because they're
3 and 4.
because they're hipster LA dudes.
Yeah.
PWG is like a super kind of hip thing right now. But me and Brian used to go all the time. It was really fun.
It was so much fun.
I want to go back. Indie wrestling is still cool. There's still like a lot of guys who are fucking awesome. Also, my match of the year this year, because I want to keep talking about wrestling, because everyone here wants to.
Oh, I do.
Antonio Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan from Raw in that the gauntlet match that Daniel Bryan had. I think that was like I think like the second match that he wrestled and against Antonio Cesaro, where Cesaro just keeps hitting him with like those fucking machine gun uppercuts, where he just like holds him up and just keeps fucking blasting him. That's sick.
Is that the one where he just got the shit beat
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of him?
Remember he holds him up and he just keeps fucking
Yeah,
beating
you showed
him
me that one.
with the European uppercuts.
That was
Yeah.
good.
That's my match of the year. That was better than Punk Cena.
Punk Cena was a great match.
It was very good, but
One of my matches of the year is probably going to be the Rhodes Brothers for the tag championship.
Oh yeah. No, you know what? My match of the year is Rainfro versus the two programs. Super Awesome
a good match.
Showdown.
Rainfro versus the programs, people told me was their favorite match.
That was a great match.
It was.
And you know what? Rainfro was very excited that people were into him.
was.
Yeah.
He was, and I was very excited that people were into Rainfro because his gimmick I loved.
Me too.
Yeah.
What was the match that we saw that they pulled up the ring? It was just the wood.
Oh, that was
That was a TNA.
Bully Ray
Yeah,
versus
that was still a match point.
Yeah.
versus AJ Styles.
Is that your best match of the year?
It's Slammiversary.
That's-
Yeah.
No, there was one that we watched here. That was.
Oh, was it the Brock Lesnar or CM Punk one? Where he
Yeah.
just beat
Yeah.
the shit out of him with a chair.
Yeah,
That was
and
a good ass
the-
match.
there was so much that went into that, and it was like they got like fucked up at the very beginning. I was like, oh, you have like 20 minutes to go wrestle. So that was fun. That was good.
My match of the year is Freight Train versus Rage Davidson.
What is that?
3C Wrestling, 3CW, check it out.
Christian Carolina Championship Wrestling. Me and Derek wanted to practice our skill
Oh my god.
Yeah.
at calling matches, and so I'm like, well, like let's watch like CM Punk versus Samoa Joe and see like how they call it. And it's like, wow, these guys are good. And Derek went, we gotta go the opposite way. You don't watch a good match and call it. You try to call a bad match.
We went to
And
boot
then
camp.
Derek's like, we're going to boot camp. And so I'm like, all right, let's look up Freight Train matches. Freight Train is part of a thing called $5 wrestling that is like notoriously bad. Colt Cabana does Mystery Science Theater commentary on top of it.
Oh.
And it's very funny. But we found another federation that Freight Train wrestled in called Christian Carolina Championship Wrestling.
3CW.
And
Christian
and so
Carolina.
it is Freight Train versus a man named
Rage
Davidson. He wears a mask. He's a big old dude. He has a chain.
He has a backstory that we looked up.
We went to this guy's website.
Rage Davidson?
That's the
He
worst
became
name I've ever
became emotionally scarred after crashing his motorcycle.
That's all. And I'm like,
So his name
He's
is
not from hell or anything?
he crashed his Harley. So his name is Rage Davidson.
Oh my god.
It was awesome. So we watched a last man standing match, and we watched like a falls count anywhere match, but it was a no disqualifications match that ended in a double disqualification.
double DQ because they left the arena.
They fought out
They
in the
left the
parking lot
arena.
in both matches.
Let me
That's a
describe the
gimmick.
end of this match. They go to the parking lot, and then a bunch of people show up and go, "Oh, you can't be doing this," and then the match ends. There is no.
But
You guys
hey,
commentated over
but
that?
me and Derek sat in his living room and called the match. And when we got done with those two matches, I just went, I have so much confidence that we're going to fucking kill this now.
Yeah, yeah.
This is going to rule.
Awesome.
And then we did.
Way
I
to
thought
prep.
we did a really good job.
Davidson.
Rage Davidson.
Oh man.
That's a bad
We went
name.
to like his website. I had to know like more about Rage Davidson.
Gotta know more. Now we're gonna get a ton of people going to his. He's about to get a shit ton of hits.
Yeah. Hey guys, go check out some Rage Davidson matches. Let him know Mega64 sent you.
We
Yeah.
need Rage Davidson to come wrestle the Super Awesome Showdown.
I'd wrestle Rage Davidson.
I think Rage Davidson only really does hardcore matches because we saw like the top like highlight reel of Rage Davidson stuff, and it was mostly him hitting people with objects.
Pretty sure Rage Davidson could do a DDT.
Yeah, I think. Whoa, I think Rage Davidson mostly just did.
Oh my god.
I think Rage Davidson mostly just did moves that Abyss from TNA would do. So. Oh, hey, somebody in the chat keeps asking about the Young Bucks. Young Bucks fucking rule because they.
Is that a rapper?
No, that is two wrestlers that, hey, if you looked at, you'd go, I fucking hate these guys. They wear, like, it's bright blue with, like, purple leopard print, like, inline with fringe, and you look at them and you just go, fuck you. But that's their gimmick. They're supposed to look like gaudy shit fucks.
Are they like the two boys that do the?
The bromance?
Yeah.
No.
What are the? No. What's that?
That's the bromans.
The bromance.
Oh yeah. Well, I
Jesse
was thinking.
Sorensen
I was
and
honestly
Robbie
thinking of
E.
the two artists, the LMFAO. Those two guys.
No. This is
Because I kind of hate those two guys. Just by looking at them and seeing what they sound like, I just kind of hate those.
I kind of hate them.
And seeing what they sound like.
And like the way you describe them with the leopard print, and purple and
catching
blue.
You hear those clothes? Fuck.
They are.
The Young Bucks.
They just look like.
Let me see.
Ew.
Yeah,
They look,
right?
They look like little mini Cenas with
Exactly.
ponytails.
Oh! Yeah, fuck their faces.
Oh, jeez.
So they're really big in Japan right now, and they've been wrestling at PWG. They teamed up with Adam Cole and Kevin Steen, and they made a group called Mount Rushmore.
There's a huge wrestling thing going on in Japan, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
wrestling.
sumo wrestling.
Is there? No. There's multiple.
New Japan, I think Noah,
Wow.
like IGP.
And do guys kind of bounce through these companies?
Yeah, usually in.
And they hire Americans too to bring.
Yeah, that used to not be the case.
Yeah.
In like the 80s, you would see big guys like Scott Norton, like, or I guess that's like the 90s. Big guys who would go to Japan and have like these awesome matches. It's really hard to get over in Japan if you're like an American wrestler.
Japanese, yeah.
But there's some guys that do, and now I think more than ever they have a lot of guys from America going over to Japan and a lot of Japanese guys coming to America.
Oh, that's cool.
Before, and I was doing this too, you used to have to tape trade, where you'd buy tapes
Yeah.
and then find people online that had those same VHSs
Oh yeah.
and mail them to people. Like I would buy like the best of Paul London, and then like some guy would be like, yeah, I want that, and then like you trade it for like the best of Spanky, and then like you'd
my
record
God.
those tapes.
Fuck.
Man,
Best of
tape,
Spanky.
tape trading.
Man.
That was
That's what I used to do with anime.
now it's easy.
Whoa.
Now it's easy.
Yeah, the
You just
internet.
go, you just go online. I was watching Bobby Fish versus some random Japanese dude that
I've
I've
been
never heard
searching
of.
for that dude.
Oh, yeah, the chat's saying hard gay. That's where he came from. He was a wrestler.
I think so.
But I've
Or
only
he-
seen
or he
the,
did
like, kind of,
stuff- or he did
like-
stuff in Japan for wrestling. Yeah.
The funny videos, but
There you go. So yeah. Oh, you know what? I just mentioned Paul London. We know Paul London's brother.
That's true.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Jonathan London.
Yeah.
Did not realize.
Paul London's a
brothers.
famous wrestler.
Yeah. He was in WWE.
His
He's
brother-
He's like one of my favorites.
His brother runs a site you guys might enjoy called Geekscape. So check it out.
Really?
Yeah. Did you go with us during Comic-Con? We went to a party that was up on like the 7th floor.
Yeah, you were there.
I was.
It was a Geekscape party. That was the time when we kept telling people we were record producers.
Is this last year Comic Con?
No, it was like
2 or 3
two or
years.
3 years ago.
I have no
You guys
recollection
got
of
two
that.
girls each, took them back to the room, banged them.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No, I
That's
don't remember
fucked
that.
I kept grabbing an apple every time we went to the lobby.
Yeah.
Because you had to put your stuff in my.
You guys
you
didn't
had
really
to
do
put
that.
stuff in my
You guys
car.
just got
We don't
girlfriends,
ever
so
get
it's
hotel rooms at Comic Con.
Yeah, it
I
was
just like
their.
talking
It was
shit.
their hotel room.
Keep talking shit. It makes me look cooler.
I just like talking shit, making you guys sound like dirtbags.
I know. I am kind of.
I'm trying to look like
I'm a
one.
dirtbag.
I'm working on
Let's
it.
face it.
Me too.
All right,
knows.
let's
I got this
hey,
gloss jacket.
is there anything the chat wants to talk about?
Fish.
Bobby Fish. Dude, Bobby Fish rules.
Are we talking to the chat for a
Paul
moment?
London, Roderick Strong, and ROH. Oh, that's sick. AJ Styles is going back to ROH to wrestle Roderick Strong.
Really?
Yeah, and Chris Hero just went back too.
Oh,
I like Chris
that's
Hero.
good.
Just-
Maybe ROH
you
will
remember-
be good again.
disheartening.
You remember Chris Hero and he had half his face shaved?
Yeah. I remember I did
Wait.
that.
Shaved his face?
Like half the face?
What do you mean?
You know how you
Like
can
just
grow
the
a beard?
mustache
Hey, you
and
know you
stuff?
can like grow a beard.
No, I can't.
Well, I mean, but like he.
Oh
had,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know
yeah.
you can grow
He
facial hair?
had like half of it shaved.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Well, what's his name used to wear rubber bands on his cheeks, so
oh, Captain Lou.
Captain Lou Albano. What the fuck? Wrestling's always had just weird.
Yeah, but
off
it's
the wall.
it's a carnival.
Yeah.
It's a traveling carnival.
But why put rubber bands on your cheeks?
Because it's a gimmick.
And I still don't know how I'm still fascinated by how they were attached.
Don't know. Hey, there was.
They would just hang, right?
Yeah.
Was there a hole in his cheek?
I don't think so. Hey, there was
You glue it on?
There's a gag in Workaholics where
This is my joke of the
there's
year.
a luau party.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jillian thinks they say a Lou Albano party, so she's dressed like Lou Albano, and then Carl shows up and he's dressed like the South Jimmy Hart. If you don't know, if you don't get that first joke, that second joke doesn't make any fucking sense.
You had to explain it to me.
I was sitting there going, oh, look, they mentioned the Math in the South is great. And Eric went, did you not get the Lou Albano joke? I'm like, no, I just thought Jillian was being weird. No, I was like, no, I thought Carl was being weird. That's what he does. He's just weird. And Eric couldn't stop laughing. He laughed so hard every time we watched that episode, not because that joke is funny, but because I didn't get the joke.
Brian was just okay with Carl being the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart for no reason.
For no reason.
That was great.
That's a good show.